again, obviously, I've put this vid out myself, but I wanted just to do this with the boys here. Hope it's Banter. So, Ozil has stepped down from being a member of the German national team, and he wrote, this was like 4, 5, 6 pages.
Yeah, he went in about
his treatment by the German FA and the racism that he felt. So now, this is my thing, and then I'll give you guys the go. My thing about this is that I don't know all about Erdogan's political stuff, but I've just done a few news pieces about it and how he treats the opposition, how heavy-handed his bodyguards are on the opposition. So know that, okay, no, the guy has a dictatorial thing. Again, Turkish guys, that's your thing. That's just how I view it as a guy outside of Turkey. So I understand people criticizing Ozil for being with him. So I understand the criticism. But at the same time, as Ozil said, I'm not taking a picture with Erdogan, I'm taking a picture with the Turkish president. The Turkish president is a thing, it's a concept. So it's not about me with the person. This is just me taking a picture with the highest office of Turkey. So forget about what this guy's doing. This is just me, football player, with the representation of Turkey. So that's just it. So I'm not really into the whole politics stuff. But the thing where I find it crazy is that how did I bring in the racism and the abuse that he's felt? And I was having like an argument with a German guy, and the German guy said, oh no, like he knew what he was doing, because he knew that, you know, how he has insulted Germany, the Erdogan president, and the issues with Turks and Germany. So he should expect the criticism. And I said to the guy that, wait a minute, criticism makes sense, but where does the racism come into it?
Exactly.
So that's my issue, that it's the racism and the Islamophobia that makes me think that, because in my view, Joachim Löw, I think, was the most responsible for Germany's failure. To say Ozil was the worst and he's the scapegoat, that's what I just say. Wait a minute.
No, but you know what the thing is, right? Is that Ozil, if people put away the chances he created, Muller and Hummels come to mind, Germany go through. So you can't blame Ozil for Germany's defeat when he did his job. He created more chances than any other player in the World Cup at that stage. So he did his job. The chances were not put away, so you can't say he was the worst player.
With Ozil, they see someone who is so talented, they feel like he should do more, right? That's the whole concept in Germany. They're always like, no, hear me.
He's a playmaker.
He's a playmaker,
Okay.
And he's supposed to play.
He creates chances for others.
I get that.
He created, listen to what I'm saying, created more chances than any other player in the tournament at that stage.
No, but
they did not put it away. How is that his fault?
No, I'm not. But it's the thing. I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm just saying the perceptions in Germany, he doesn't do enough, because they're trying to say, with your talent, yes, we get your playmaker, but surely there's some games where you got to take it upon yourself, aka Toni Kroos, who's a midfield controller. He's not known for his goal scoring, but when push came to shove, my man duppied that free kick.
He had a free kick.
But, but I think we can all agree Kroos had a better tournament than Ozil.
But Dev, be real. No, be real. Ozil never created any clear-cut chance. As in, did he put it on a plate?
Hummels was 6 yards out, free header, he put it over the bar. Free header.
That was one.
That's this is what I'm saying. People have a skewed vision of Ozil. They believe him because he is so talented. They believe he should do everything. That's never been his job. That's never his job on the football pitch is to create chances for others. As I said, he's done more than any other player. De Bruyne, Neymar, Coutinho. All of those players, he did his job better than all of them at that stage.
Better than De Bruyne.
He created more chances.
No. Dev,
it's fact. It's fact. Listen. I'm not arguing with you. It is fact. He created more chances than anyone else in that stage of the World Cup.
I'm not saying
wait. Maybe De Bruyne played a better pass than him. He did not create more chances than him. Ozil created more chances than any other player. They did not put them away. We cannot blame him for this.
Who had the most effective World Cup? Now, effective
Germany,
World Cup.
He played 2 games. He played 2 games.
And why was that?
Well, we're finding out now. He was a scapegoat for the first game.
Because Germany felt he wasn't doing enough.
Was not doing it. No. Basically, Dev, see, this is the issue here. I think Ozil is superbly talented.
Of course he is.
At a point, was the best playmaker out there. If people keep telling me, and you keep telling me that this guy is one of the best playmakers in the world, I need to really see you impact. I watch football games. I shouldn't have to look through stats sheets and everything. I should be able to look back and say, wow, look at the chance he created. Wow, look at the ball that he did. What he does doesn't really grab me. It doesn't really grab people, so people can watch and be like, wait, what did Ozil do there?
Okay, let me tell you this, right? So if all of these chances that he created, if people put them away, you would sit down and go, oh, remember that chance he made? Remember that chance? Because people missed them. Giroud's been responsible for a lot of them at Arsenal. Yeah, Walcott, players like that. Because people missed them, no one talks about it. Because unless the goal goes in,
but the flip side argument to that is, okay, I get that. So let's say that you're sitting up bare man and you concede they're not putting them away. Why not get the ball and do it yourself?
Yeah,
that's the bit I never understand.
That's not the player.
No, but you can't keep hiding behind that.
No, you hiding behind it. He's doing his job.
Because Cruz will do it, Coutinho will do it. Even guys like Julian. There's times when it comes to a point where you're like, I can't rely on other guys.
That's the issue right there. He's doing his job.
Yeah.
That's basically. You're like, hey, I've created the chances. Okay, I walk away.
Back. Yeah.
In a World Cup game, if these guys are not taking the chances, when the ball comes to you,
you do it yourself.
Shoot.
You do it yourself.
Shoot from where?
No, but it doesn't have to be from 30 yards. No, we're not saying that. No,
there have been times when Ozil has been outside the 18-yard box, and I've said, shoot. He's kept the ball, and he's just pass. And it's so too much. It is too giving of him. He doesn't really have the thing of like get the ball because he can shoot.
Yeah,
he can score.
I've seen him
and he's been too passive. And I think whenever he gives these chances and the game is not going his way, there's a perception that he drops his shoulders, he starts walking around and everything.
He has a certain language style, which a lot of people put as being lazy.
No, it's not. Okay,
but a lot of people do call him lazy. But if you actually look at it, he covers more ground than most players.
Okay, but basically, 2010, perfect example. When Snyder played Robin in for those 2 chances, I was like, Snyder, you've done your job because those are clear-cut chances. Yeah. How many clear-cut chances did Ozil create for German players? Because that German team I saw, everyone was bad. They had no clear-cut chances.
He created, at least two real big ones.
I know in that game,
Hummels.
Yeah, I know.
Those 2 were clear-cut chances, and they both fucked it up. But anyway, we're going away from the point of the whole racism thing, and because everyone knows there's a big issue in Germany between the Turks and Germans, and obviously Gundogan has kind of got away with it because he was also in that picture.
But he released a statement.
So he come out and said, he defended himself or whatever. Ozil might not have done that, but the German FA have come out and denied everything, saying that it's not racism. It's just he's not stood up for.
I mean, did you hear what Uli Hoeneß said?
He called him a flipping.
No, he said he was shit.
Yeah, not even that. And do you know what else he said?
But you know, Ozil scored more goals against Bayern than any other club in his career. So don't know where Ole Hoeneß is coming from with that. But he come out and said all that stuff. But that right there is the problem. Like, why you're attacking him personally? You're attacking him personally, but that's got nothing to do with football.
Yeah.
Why does he feel that he has the right to attack him in that manner?
I don't want to go too deep into it because I'm not German, I'm not Turkish. I don't want to start speaking about other people's nations. But one thing I'll say is, just in general, Ozil done something he felt was at the time was right. He's got so much backlash and racism towards him. We need to cut that out because you got to understand something. Yes, I know we look up to footballers as like they're bigger than life, but he's still a human being, bro.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? And I think the German FA, if anything, should be backing Ozil.
Yeah.
The fact that the Bayern Munich man come out today and was saying, we always, like, basically being very personal. I won't go into language use, but he used the C word. I ain't going to go into it now. We know what that word is. And I just felt like, how are you going to come out and say that about one of your fellow Germans? But this is the problem.
Do you know
because he has Turkish descent.
Exactly. And the other thing as well, it's like you said, when things are going well, German international, when things are going bad, it's like Turkish born.
Yeah, and I don't like that. I don't like
mother of, son of immigrants, whatever. And that's true around the world. But the other thing that I wanted to say as well, this picture that he took, how do we know it was his decision to just rock up there and take a picture of him? How do we know they weren't set up by sponsors or set up by this or that? Do you know, how did that picture come about? How was he there?
Okay, again, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. Has he come out and said it was set up by sponsors?
No,
sorry, I remember until he comes in and says, hey,
I know, but he shouldn't. But the thing is, he shouldn't need to. I get what you're saying because it's like maybe it would clear a bit of air. But I kind of feel like man shouldn't have to go into exactly because. There's things in football that we will never know. There's things where you're like, I don't understand why he done that, but maybe the sponsors, as you said, might have told him to. He hasn't come and said it, but I just feel like he shouldn't have to like back himself for something that he feels like right in what he did. Now I get it, the German FA are not happy with it, and it's kind of clear. The German FA trying to clear themselves, but you got the Bayern Munich man who basically is part of the German FA, coming out and saying nasty things about Ozil, which I think is wrong.
It's like what he said in his statement. He's done a lot in Gelsenkirchen, where he grew up, in schools and stuff like that, and a lot about integrating refugees and all that kind of stuff. And they dropped him because of this. They dropped him, and he's been ploughing money into that, and they've dropped him because of this one appearance.
That's deep,
and things like that. And that's like, come on.
Yeah, no, I mean, for me, I think, look, again, we don't really know what the political statement is and everything, but I think, so what do you think happens now? Do you think that the German FA will investigate this, do something more? Do you think they'll not do anything? Because this is now huge for Germany, because now, remember, like, the Germany of before Hitler, Nazis, I think the 2006 World Cup was a big healing process for Germany, because they really came, it was a really good World Cup, it was very inclusive, and they're like, no man, we're not from those Hitler neo-Nazi days. But now, with this now coming in, everyone is now like, oh no, I told you about Germany like this and everything. So how do you think that they handle this?
This isn't, I mean, obviously I don't know the ins and outs of German politics, but from what I've seen, I've been to Germany a few times. I've never seen anything like, it's very multicultural. I mean, this was Berlin, so it might be different in different areas. But for me, I don't think the German FA are going to do anything. I don't think they're going to change anything. I think in their eyes they're very diverse. If you look at it, and this is what Ozil said as well, no one ever spoke of Lukas Podolski as German-Polish. Do you know what I mean? Miroslav Klose had it, but that wasn't necessarily from the German national press.
Emre Can as well, isn't it? Emre Can. I don't even go to the thing.
Loads of them are dual nationality.
That's what I'm saying. So you know I mean? I think it's a bit of it's a scapegoat thing, isn't it? Listen, Germany had a bad World Cup.
That's the thing.
They need a scapegoat. Ozil is that scapegoat. They looked at him and thought, you know what? You know when they just look at things and like, I don't like that. Why is he doing that? It's like they're all heated from going out and they're looking at things, and I just think they've picked on Ozil, and I think, you know what? If I was Ozil, I would have done the same thing.
I would have done the same
thing. And unless I get an apology from the German FA, everyone, man, I ain't going back because I'm sticking by my guns.
But I think, but the thing that just sort of like shocks me, because they are just looking at both sides and people commenting like, people are sort of saying that, oh no, he's using this racism thing as an excuse. That he knows what he did, he knows that he's screwed, and he's now using this racism. Basically, like he's not playing the race card.
No, but this is where people don't understand racism. They don't understand it. They see it as a thing of, because you accuse someone of being racist, you're doing that to defend or deflect away from something else. It's like institutional racism is different than just blatant racism. Do you know what I mean? What happens behind the scenes and what's ingrained in the fabric is different to what we see with our eyes.
So okay, so do you think, okay, just to end this, do you see Ozil somehow coming back to the German team, or is this foolishness? It's over?
Only if certain people from the German FA either like step down, or as you said, apologise.
That's the only way I see coming back.
If they step down, then he may step back. But I think he's done with Germany. I think he's done.
Yeah, amazing. All right, guys. Peace.